These can only mean one thing. That's right, Benny's going racing. And if you're new to the channel, I'm Benny, because that's Mary, that's not Benny, I'm Benny. Today is exciting because I'm doing the Marden half marathon. By the way, despite not having run over 10 kilometers for way over 2 months, but I've just done a video where I ran every single day for 30 days, and the main thing I took away from that, now that you've hopefully already watched it, is that the biggest limiter for me is there. So here's the plan of action for today, if you would like to hear it, and it's that I am gonna go as hard as possible and see what is in the tank, because I've got no right to run a PB, it just shouldn't happen. However, this is the race where I could possibly get a PB, because I've actually, believe it or not, only ever run 2 half marathons, standalone half marathons. I've run about 10, I'd say, half marathons, but 8 of those have come off of the back of a 1.9 kilometer swim and a 90 kilometer bike, and then the half marathon. So I've never really been able to put the hammer down, and the 2 half marathons that I have done are the Tunbridge Wells half marathon, which is a very hilly course where you have to run uphill for quite a long way. So secretly that's 123 something, by the way, I'm not entirely sure, but I actually believe I'm capable of sub 120. Whether I can actually do that, I'm not sure. Mary?
I think you've got it. You can do it.
Ooh, big praise. We had to park at the station, so we're a little bit further away than we thought. Come on. Good girl. I must admit, I am shocked that half marathon is still going on in tier 3, but I know the people that are organising this have really pulled out all of the stops to make this happen and make it safe. So it is a very socially distanced half marathon in tier 3. Quite excited to see what it looks like, really. Thank you very much indeed.
Mark, 416.
Hi, everyone, say hello. We're here, socially distanced. To be fair, we all work together, but okay, so we've got 6 minutes, and I haven't actually done a warm-up, but I just want to introduce you to I bought these arm warmers. They need to go up higher, actually. I bought them this week.
Are they actual arm warmers, or are they leg warmers from the 80s that you've adapted?
Both. They could easily be leg warmers for me. Tiny little legs. They're supposed to go up there, aren't they? Okay.
You look like Frankenfurter.
Well, from
Rocky
Horror.
How did you do that?
Well, there you have it. I'm running like Frankenfurter. The whole thing. Sorry? Video a little bit of it. I wouldn't say I'm going to video the whole of it, just check it every now and then. Right, started now. Just got to settle into my rhythm, really, and just make sure that everything feels alright as I'm running. But at the moment, obviously, because I've only run 100 metres, I feel great. I would say off to a solid start. First kilometre probably a bit quick, it was 3:33, but it felt alright. Heart rate's quite high though, I just need to stabilise that, but it tends to go quite high when I'm talking to camera. But so far, I'm only 2.5 kilometres in, it's feeling really nice, and I'm definitely dressed in the appropriate manner so that I'm not too hot. Not sure whether to be worried or excited, but I've just gone through 5k, only 10 seconds slower than my 5k PB, just done 18:27, and I do feel comfortable. If anything, I feel like I'm having to hold myself back a bit so that I can negative split, run a second half that's faster than the first. But we'll see where we go. It feels good at the moment though. These shoes are ridiculous. So far, exceeding all of my expectations. I've just done 10k in 37 minutes dead, which is only 18 seconds slower than my 10k PB, and I've got heart rate bandwidth to play with. I'm kind of hovering around 175, 177, and my max heart rate is in the 190s, so I've got room to go, which is encouraging again. I did 10k in 37 flat.
Woo! Go Benny!
Go Benny boy!
Just ran a 3:38 12th kilometre. So far, no feelings of slowing down, no sign of it, so I'm just going to push on, see what's in there, take a gel in a little bit as well. Just gone through 15k in about 55 minutes, so unless something very bad goes wrong, I'm definitely on for a PB, hopefully even sub 120. Time will tell, but I'm still feeling good, which is super positive. These shoes, they just push you forwards. Totally worth the investment. Now it's all about focusing on technique, making sure it doesn't fall apart, and I'm just about to join the 10k runners as well, which would be a nice little boost to see people. Thank you. So by my calculation, all I've got to do is sub 4-minute kilometres for the last 5k to run under 120, which is amazing. And I don't mean that in a big-headed way, it's just I'm stunned that I'm able to. Whew, hamstrings are tightening up, but should be okay. Keep going, nearly there. So I've got 2k left. My heart rate has gone now up, but I've got plenty in the tank, so I'm going to see what's in there. No idea what position I'm in, but let's just give it a shot.
How'd you get on time-wise?
1:17.22.
Oh, you did it!
Hello, madam. Oh, that is.
It was paid.
Yeah. Well, is
it fun?
It was actually. I found that really, really hard to film at the end, so I'm not sure if I even got the finish, but a 1:17.24, and that was a great course. Really enjoyed that, and it's nice that it kind of blends with the 10k runners as well, so you get a little bit of a feeling of running with people for a while. Can you doff me with my medal?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Bravo!
Thanks, Al. It's quite a nice little medal, actually. So apparently I came second. I can go and collect a trophy and maybe a bottle of wine, which Mary says that she will kindly pick for me. Thanks, Mike. That's surprising.
I've worked out it's now that one. Pretty sure that is that one and that one. That's
Great.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, of course. Oh, perfect. Many commentators.
brilliant.
Thanks, Mike. Cheers for putting it on. Well done. Great run. Well, there you go, Mary. One for Mary, one for me. I'll take that, considering I genuinely had no expectations of anything above running and finishing, is what I would say. Sub 123 would have been a real bonus because that's my PB, but I did not know that was in my legs at all. I am so surprised, but in a really pleasant way. It is cold though, eh? So this is Cliff, who follows the channel and runs for Tunbridge Wells as well, and I think that there's a couple more that follow the channel that are here and stuff. So how'd you get on?
I've got my PBs.
Yay!
PB 47. Yeah, that's amazing. Because you're going for sub 50, weren't you?
Yeah. If I could break 50 after these. So.
Yeah, it is a really fast course, I would say, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah.
Like I'm blown away. I mean, considering I've only ever done Tunbridge Wells half marathon, which is the video that Cliff found first, isn't it?
That's right. Yeah.
That you watched and got into. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He's no idea what's going on. All right, Bretsky's finished now. And he did, what did he do? 152? 152 as well, so that's way under what he was hoping for. Really exciting. I've got plenty to feed back on. That was difficult to talk while I was racing. Not hugely difficult, but I wanted to say more. It's just a good run. Like, I'm not sure I got enough footage, man. That's my only worry. And just like that, race day's over again, and it was amazing. But before I start kind of talking about how the race went, let me just say this huge thank you to Mike Hawkins and everybody behind getting this actual race to happen, because as I said at the start, Mike said that it actually took him more time and effort than the previous 15 races to make this one happen and make it happen safely, and we can't thank Mike enough. And I spoke to him at the end of the race and I said thanks so much, and thanks for doing what you do, and he just said you got to do it. And I agree, so thanks Mike and everyone, all of the marshals, everyone out there today that made this event happen, and amazing. And now it's time for stretching. Start with a nice calf stretch. Let's just debrief the race very quickly. It's quite simple actually. The way I approach any race is that I will try and settle into a rhythm first. I'll try and feel what it feels like to run at my kind of hard running pace. I'll gauge it and I won't look at the watch until probably the first kilometre, and then I'll make my adjustments. So I was running, the first kilometre I ran 3:33 I think, and I kind of adjusted myself slightly so that I was running about 3:40, but it all felt really comfortable. And it was when I got to the 5k mark in just 10 seconds slower than my 5k PB, I thought I was probably on for quite a good time here, because again I was checking my heart rate, just making sure that I wasn't doing too much, and it was just hovering around high zone 3, low zone 4. I was about 177 beats per minute, which is my maximum heart rate when I'm working hard. It can go into the 190s, so I knew that I had some bandwidth above thanks to the 30 days of training in November. And then when I got through the 10k in 37 minutes dead, which is only 18 seconds away from my actual 10k PB and faster than I ran the 10k only 6 weeks ago in Brighton when I was going all out, that was about the point I was like, right, even if this deteriorates now, even if I fall apart in the second half of this race, I think I've definitely got a PB, but I still probably can do sub 120 as well. That gave me the confidence I needed, I think. And it was after that 10k, it was around that point that two things happened. One, I thought I would be able to negative split. That was kind of what I was aiming for the race, was to be able to go second half harder than first half. But two, my second point was I really thought I was on for a 120. From 10k onwards, I kind of knew it. The pace wasn't drifting down as I went on. In fact, I think kilometre 12 was actually a 3:37 or something like that. So I knew it was there, and I knew I wasn't going to fade away. And then it was just a matter of thinking about technique. For me, the last 5 kilometres is pushing on, but also trying to focus on the technique, because that's the thing that goes when you start to get tired, when your muscles get tired, your technique falters. And if you can focus on it, if you can really put all of your energy onto technique, then you'll probably be doing pretty well. And you know what the key takeaway is? Again, 2 weeks in a row, the key takeaway here is Don't let your mind limit you. Your body is way more capable than you give it credit for. And I've just proven that again, because I had no right to be able to run that time. I had no right to be able to stick with it for that long. I hadn't run over 10 kilometers for months, and I hadn't done any specific speed work, and yet there it was again. Okay, nearly at the end of the school term. Whoop whoop. Excited about next week's video. Mary and I are going to go and take you to another one of our favourite run spots. And until that point, there'll be a vlog on Wednesday. No idea what it'll be yet, but I will see you soon. Keep getting out there, keep running, keep interacting. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't. And most of all, keep looking to find the happiness in the mess that is our lives, because it's there. Believe me on that one. See you Wednesday.